guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Allegra for those who don't know, and in today's video we're going to be doing another episode of Basic to Boujee. In this episode I'm going to be changing this blazer that I got while thrifting, which is very cute. I actually liked it as it was. Now with my blazer, I really just wanted to keep it a blazer, but also just spice it up a little bit, you know? So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So if you're interested in seeing how I do it, please keep watching. So this is how the original blazer looks. I really like the oversized look, but now I think I'm gonna go for a more fitted look. The first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and seam rip off the pockets. Once the pockets are off, I'm going to flip the blazer inside out, and I'm going to take my ruler and mark up about 4 inches from the hem and about 3.5 from the button, so it's kind of in the middle of it. And I'm going to use my chalk and draw a straight line across and cut that line. Also, to save myself some time, I decided to keep the original hem of the blazer, so I marked up about 1/2 inches above where I'd be sewing, just to give myself some seam allowance. And I'm just going to draw that line all the way across and cut that line as well. For the sides of the blazer, I'm going to take it in about 2 inches, and I'm going to use my measuring tape and chalk marker pen thing for this. And as you see, I'm just marking 2 inches from the side seams, and I'm going to take my little curved ruler and draw a little nice curved line and cut that line as well. Using the safety pin, I'm going to pin that side towards my other side just to kind of give myself a template and make sure everything is nice and symmetrical. So here again, I'm using my chalk marker, and I noticed that it wasn't as thick as the piece I cut out, so I did some readjusting and redrew it so that everything was nice and perfect. And once I do that, I'm going to cut that side out just like I did the other side. Using some safety pins, I pinned both sides down just so I wouldn't poke myself when trying on the blazer. So once I had both sides pinned, I tried on the blazer, and I like the way it looks without it being buttoned. But when it's buttoned, I did notice it was a little snug, so maybe I should have only cut 1.5 inch or maybe just 1 off the sides. But I really liked it unbuttoned, so that's probably just the look I'm gonna go for. Taking my not so safe pins, you see what I did there? I'm going to go ahead and pin both sides down and do a straight stitch, and making sure I go back and overlock stitch as well, so there's no fraying and no seams popping, and everything is just nice and neat and perfect. Taking the original hem, I'm going to pin it right sides to the blazer, and I knew it wasn't going to fit. It was going to be too big just because I altered everything. So I really wanted to make sure the corners were done first, and I'm just going to go in the middle and cut so that my seams are right above the original seams of the blazer. And I'm going to do a straight stitch down on that, and then a straight stitch all the way across the bottom. I also used the stitch in a ditch method so that everything was laying nice and flat. To add a new touch to my blazer, I decided to make a trip to Joann's and look for some trim. I didn't find any, but I was very innovative and decided to go for some jewelry. So I grabbed these pearls inspired by this blazer I saw by Googling, and I just went home and I just sewed it on with some transparent thread, and it turned out really cute, as you can see. And once I was done, I did it all over. Now let's take a look at our final transformation. Let's take a look at how it looked before. Cute but oversized and very plain and simple. Now let's see what we've transformed into.